everyone. Welcome to Mathematics Classroom. I am Adetunji, your mathematics tutor. To our returning viewers, welcome back to your classroom. To our new viewers, please do well to press the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook, and our TikTok. Please press the follow button, press the like button, share, and put your comments in the comment box. As you have all known that GC will soon be written, and in today's mathematics class, we want to discuss the possible questions, the questions we are expecting in this GC 2025. Here we have on the board a question saying the table shows the distribution of the number of hours per day spent in studying by 50 students. That is, this is talking about information of group of students, maybe in a class or a department. There are 50. They were studying, and these are the data received. For those of them that study 4 hours per day, they are 5. Those that study for 5 hours per day, they are 7. 6, we have 5. 7, we have 9. 8, we have 12. 9, we have 4. 10, we have 3. 11, we have 5. This is just the information of these 50 students. And what now concerns us as a candidate that want to write GC, they said calculates correct to 2 decimal places the mean and the standard deviation. You need to check the question very well. Seeing this question now, statistics, one of the branches of mathematics for this particular O level, where question comes out regularly, statistics. Now we have information of 50 students. Now seeing this table now, it shows that this situation has frequency. So the first thing you must do is to prepare your frequency table, and that's what we want to do right now. By now, as we have known that in our mathematics class or in all our classes that we do together here online, we do it together. By now, you will have brought out your book, your pen, as we do it together. For those of you that have not been joining our online tutorials, we still have a month to go to the exam. Join the winning team and let's do it together the way we did it for WAEC, NECO, UPEB, and NAPTEP that we record a success. Let's do it together for GC and you record your own excellent results. Okay, here we are. Let me bring up my marker as we prepare our frequency table. You will write solution. Solution. Alright, now let's check our data very well. Let's check our table so that we can prepare our frequency table. We have the first side, we call it, we have our X. I have my X. That is this is my X, my data. I have 4. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And I have the frequency, which is the F, the number of students. That is F. 4 appear 5 times. 5 appears 7 times. 6 appears 5 times. 7 appears 9 times. 8 appears 12 times. 9 appears 4 times. And 10 appears 3 times. Lastly, 11 appears 5 times. Now we have our frequency table, because what we have here as a table in the question, we have also represented it in form of our table to solve the problem. The next thing will now be you go to your question. The first question said we should find the mean. Because this information has repetition, because this information has frequencies. In this situation, the formula of mean we are going to use is the formula of mean that said mean is equals to summation fx over summation f. Assuming the data are not repeating themselves, maybe they are just like 2, 3, 4, 5. That is, we have data 2, data 3, data 4, data 5. I want to find mean. In that situation, we don't need any frequency because none of them repeated itself. We can use summation x over n or over total, whatever they are, how many they are. Alright, but this time around, because of that situation, we are going to use the formula of mean that said summation fx over summation f. When you say summation, that is the addition of fx. But unfortunately, we don't have fx on our table. Definitely, we must create a column called fx. Something about statistics is that the formula you have is the one that will be driving you to know the column you want to create. The formula has told us that we need fx, that is f times x. So we create another column that will contain f times x. So here we go. 4 times 5, 20. 5 times 7, 35. 6 times 5, 30. 7 times 9, 63. 8 times 12, that is what? That is 90 what? 96. 9 times 4, we have 36. 10 times 3, we have 30. And 11 times 5, we have 55. This is our fx. Now we need to sum it up to get our summation fx. Now let me bring up my calculator so that we can sum it up and get our mean. I hope you are doing it there. If you are faster than I do, you can put your answers in the comment box. Here we go. I want to add up. We have 20 plus 35 plus 30 plus 63 plus 96 plus 36 plus 30 plus 55. And the answer we have here said 365. 365. What about our frequency? No, we have been told in the question that we have 50 students. Definitely the total here, if you add it up, you will get 50. You can also confirm that through your calculator and put your answer in the comment box. Now we have our summation fx as 365 and our summation f as 50. So we place it here now. So we now have 365 over 50. From our calculator, let's check. Now let's work that one out. 365 over 50. Let me wait for you for a few seconds to drop your answer to know if you are following me. So let's go 365 divided by 50, and our answer is 7.3. Our answer is 7.3, but we cannot say that's the final answer. Why? We need to check. Is there any condition attached to the question? The question said calculate correct to 2 decimal places, and our answer we have here is just what? Is just 1 decimal place. So how can we turn into 2 decimal? That is, we want to have 2 numbers at the back of point. So we create a dummy 0. We create a 0 there. So we have 7.30, and that's our answer for our mean, and that one has gone. Now this time around, we want to find the standard deviation. That is, we want to find the standard deviation. For those of you that you have not been watching our video, we have released video on statistics itself, but we also talk about the measures of dispersion, where we talk about the range, the mean deviation, the standard deviation and variance. Please do well to watch the video that we have released on that. Now we go standard deviation. Same thing that happens to mean, we happen to standard deviation. Why? What am I saying? Is that in this situation of a table that we have frequencies, definitely we are going to use the formula of standard deviation that has frequency. Assuming we were given a data that has no repetition, no frequency, in which the frequency will be 1, 1, we will use the standard deviation of the one that doesn't have frequency. But this time around, we are going to use one that has frequency. And what's the formula? The formula said the standard deviation of our SD is equals to square root summation f x minus mean square over summation f. I believe you can see very well. The SD is the standard deviation, is equals to the square root of summation f, that is the product of f and the deviation square, the square of the deviation over the summation of f. Alright, that is, we need all these items on this table. How can we create it? We start from the first action, and what the first action, we create the deviation itself. When we see deviation, that is the x minus the mean, we create that column x, we create the column of x minus mean. That's the first one, you create that column. Another one, we need the square of it. You tell us we need to show that we need the square of it. And lastly, we also need what? A column that will show what? The product of the f and the square deviation. So definitely we create this own column that said f into bracket x minus the square of the deviation. Now all these column we need now, from there, when the result, the summation of this, we put here and we get our final answer. So here we go, let's go. 4, that is the x minus mean, 4 minus 7.3. You can also press on your calculator, and what's the answer? I will also press my own calculator and give me the answer. On my calculator, I press 4 minus 7.3, and here I have minus 3.3 minus 3.3. Are we there? So we'll continue like that. 5 minus, you get the answer. But every of us finish the row 1 so that you also can continue the rest on your own. Now that I've gotten 4 minus 7.3 to give me minus 3.3, now the answer the answer you get here, you should square it. Square your answer. So minus 3 square, let me press my calculator. Minus 3 square. When I press my calculator, I have 10.89. I have 10.89. And the last statement here, the last column said f times the square of the deviation. F times the square of the deviation. That is my f, that is 5 times 10.89. What will be the answer? I'm waiting for your response as well. 5 times 10.89. So I want to do my answer times 5. I have what? I have 54.4. I have 54.45 as my answer. You can continue from there, because I don't want the video to be too long and I want us to get the answer. Alright, because of that, quickly I will just rush the rest since I have shown you the clue of getting it. The rest, so without waste of 5 minus 7.3, that one will give us minus 2.3. Same way, 6 minus 7.3, that one will give us what? Give us 1. Will give us what? Minus 1.3. And here we go, 7 minus 7.3, that one will give us minus 0.3, and we move. Alright, now here we are, 8 minus 7.3. If you press your calculator, that one's supposed to give us what? 0.7. You can press calculator to confirm that. Okay, maybe I should let you know. 8 minus 7.3, I have 0.7. So like I said, 0.7. Here we go, 9 minus 7.3, that one will give us 1.7. 10 minus 7.3, that one will give us what? 2.7. And 11 minus 7.3, that one will give us what? 3.7. Now we are done with this one. Please don't add up this. We are not doing mean deviation. As we are doing the mean deviation of a data that has no frequency, definitely this will be our end of discussion for the table. But in this situation that we are dealing with standard deviation, and likewise we are dealing with information that has frequency, definitely this is just just intermediary or a step stone to what next. So now we are at the square side. So whatever we have here, we square it. Let's go. Let me also start squaring it, which I believe you have done that in the comment section. Please do well to watch our videos that we have released for the GCE class 2025. We do have our GCE class every day on our Zoom class, and where we do meet. But once in a while, like we have promised, that at least out of 10 classroom we are having, one will be released through our channel, YouTube channel, our Facebook, and likewise our TikTok, which is what you are, one of them is what you are watching right now. Please do well to join us together with us as we have excellence together. All right, we continue. I have minus 2.3 square. Here I have what? 5.29. I have 5.29. I believe you can continue from where I stopped. 1.3 square. I think I have 1.69. 1.69, 0.3. 0.3 square. I'm having 0.09. We move with that again. 0.7 square. I'm having right now, I'm having 0. I'll be there together. I'm having 0.49. That's what I have here. 0.49. We move again. I have 1.7. 1.7 square. 1.7 square. I'm having 2.89. We move 2.89 and 2.7 square. I'm having 7.29, and lastly 3.7 square. I'm having 13.69. Now we are done with this side. The next thing now is to do what? Is to multiply this column with the F side to get this column, like the way I did the first row. I did my 5 multiplied by this and I got this. Here also you can continue from there. That is 7 times 5.29. Let's go. I have 7 times 5.29. I'm having 37.03. Secondly, 5 times 1.69. I'm having 8.45. Here I have 9 times 0.9, and this one is giving me what? It's giving me something special, that is 0.81. Okay, here I am. 12 times 0.49. I'm having, I take the 12 times 0.49, and this one is giving me 5.88. Here I am now. 4 times 2.89. 4 times 2.89. I think I'm having 11.56. 3 times 7.29. 3 times 7.29. I'm having 21.87. And lastly, 5 times what? 5 times 13.69. At the end of the day, I have 68.445. Now we can now sum up, because we need the summation according to this now. So let me now sum it up, and we are moving closer to the final answer. So we have 54.45 plus 37.03 plus 8.545 plus 0.81 plus 5.88 plus 11.56 plus 21.87 plus 68.45, and then will be, I have a value saying 208.5. So that's what I'm going to put down here now. I don't need to stress myself about it, because of what? All the stress have been carried out in the table. I only just pick up the summation and replace it here. So I'm having root 208.5 over summation F. We have gathered that one since, so we have 50. So that's what I'm doing now. Answer divided by 50. I'm having the square root of 4.17. Now what is the square root of 4.17? The square root of my answer gives me what? 2 point what? I have 2.04. I have many numbers, but we were told to leave our answer in 2 decimal. So finally, my SD standard deviation is 2.04, and that's the answer. And that's all. Very simple. What about if they ask us to find variance? If they ask us to find variance, we need to have known that variance is the square of standard deviation, definitely, where we at this junction where we have 4 points, where we have our 4.17, that should be our variance. That is, if you want to find variance, our variance, if they ask us variance, our variance will be 4.17, that is the square of standard deviation. And that is all. So with this, I believe you have, one way or the other, you have gained something about how to solve problems, statistics, especially to find the mean, standard deviation, and likewise the variance I just mentioned. Yes, please do well to watch all our videos, especially the videos that we have released concerning GCE class 2025. Please do well to press the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. On our Facebook and TikTok, press the follow button, like, share, and put your comment in the comment box. I'll be waiting for you in the next video. Bye.